Hello everyone, welcome to my live. Let's wait for a few more people to join and then we can go ahead and start. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join and then we can go ahead and start our first live. And we're working on this existing painting. We're adding some red fence to this painting. Let's go ahead and start anyways, and we will see. If you're watching this live on a rerun after the live has ended, make sure you check my uploads, my videos and playlist. I have quite a few paintings and demonstrations, art lessons, whatever you want to call it, on the channel. You can watch at your own pace. You can fast forward, pause, paint along with it. So as I mentioned, if you're new to me and you're watching this as a rerun, make sure you visit my channel, give me your subscription. I really appreciate that. I work with acrylic paint and I do mainly landscape paintings. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start with raw umber. I'm going to start with black. And I'm going to start with titanium white. And a detail brush right here. I'm going to move my palette up here so you can see better. As I mentioned, if you are watching this as a rerun, make sure you visit my channel. Those videos are edited, they're very concise. You don't have to watch me cleaning my brushes and stuff like that. So, you can go ahead and watch it at your own pace. So I'm just gonna drop the dark tone for this fence. And as I get closer to the foreground, they're gonna get taller. So we can respect the perspective that way. And the last post is gonna drop in here. Here we go. So this one is gonna get a bit bigger, taller. We're gonna add more details for this one. For those people who have joined, I'm painting a rail fence here, adding this addition to the painting. Already dropped in the dark tone for the post. Fairly easy, using some raw umber and black, and using a detail brush. As I was mentioning before, as they get closer to us, they get taller, so perspective wise it would make sense. I'm not sure if I should bring this in front of this rock or let it be behind that. I'm gonna let it be behind that rock. We'll see how it works, and then later on we can change it if we need to. Let's give some character to this fence. Maybe this runner is broken off, just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna drop one runner here. Let's make this a bit more volume, give it more volume. And let's have this one also broken off. Oftentimes you have to stand back and take a look at what you're doing. Make sure it works perspectively and perspective-wise if it works. And we can keep this one that way. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It's an old rustic fence. All right. All right, so at this stage, I'm gonna go ahead, add some white to my umber. And get the lighter value of that umber. So we're gonna go ahead and drop some highlights for this fence. I'm gonna highlight it on the right side. So because the source of the light is around there, as you see. I don't want to kill all the dark. I don't want to, I want to keep some of that, preserve some of that dark base that we put in there. Excuse me. So this is raw umber and white. Gonna make sure some of that dark remains there. Give the texture. Let the paint break in certain areas, just like that. I think I'm having some technical difficulties here. I'm not sure if you have joined me. Welcome to the live. Feel free to engage and ask questions. I'm working with acrylic paint and I do mainly landscapes. You can visit the channel and look at the playlist and uploads. You will see some of my work. If you like it, give me a subscription and come back, stop by again. As I said, I mainly do landscapes and work with acrylic paint. And this is my first live, so you have to forgive me for some technical difficulties and stuff like that. It's really a test run to see how things will work. I'm adding a rail fence to this painting. I'm using raw umber and white, a mixture of raw umber and white for the midtone. Now I'm going to add more white to my paint. And bring in some highlights. I don't want to bring in intense highlights because it's not directly getting hit with the source of the light, but some more highlight for just the look. Some highlights here. And this is the painting. Part of it you don't see. And I'm working on this area right here for the fence. If you are just joined us, this is my first live. I'm just test running. My name is Bobby and I work with acrylic paint. And I mainly do landscapes. Adding a bit more highlight here using the detail brush. I want to go intense with the highlights, right away. I want to build up like dark tone, mid tone, highlight, and then if I need to add more highlights, I will add more highlights. Obviously, you can always highlight. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to me, my name is Bobby. I work with acrylic paint. I do mainly landscapes. Sorry if I have to repeat that because people come in and join, and I need to mention that. If you visit the channel, you can see some of my work, and that way you can watch at your own pace. You can pause, you can rewind, you can fast forward if you have to. These are some of the work that is on the channel, is available on the channel, that you can go ahead and watch. I believe this is called Morning Frost. So I did the full tutorial on the channel. That's available. And what else we have on the channel? Just taking a break from the painting and showing you some of this work that is on the channel. This is also available. This is acrylic. This is acrylic painting. The full tutorial is available on the channel. Let me give you some close-up. If you like landscape and if you work with acrylic paint, or if you work with oil, you could still, take some value from these paintings and demos. And this is another one. This is also on the channel as well. Again, if you're new to me, go ahead, give me your subscription. I appreciate you. And this painting, these demos are available for you absolutely free. All right, so let's go back to what we were doing. I'm going to add more white to my paint. And again, come here, maybe some of this light from the cabin hitting the fence. So bringing in some more highlights. Getting the excess paint off of my brush. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Is acrylic the only medium? At the time, yes. I used to work with watercolor, but at this time, yes, I'm working with acrylic only. But I'm thinking about maybe doing a mixed media with oil. But I'm working indoors, so I'm a little skeptical about switching to oil because of the odor and everything. But more and more I'm thinking about like maybe do mixed media or switch to oil as well. But acrylic is also very forgiving. So thanks for joining, by the way, if you're still here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some black and mix it with my raw umber and bring in some of the dark that I lost here. Just creating a bit more volume for these runners. And as I mentioned earlier, this is just a test run to make sure everything works well. I believe I got disconnected a couple of times, but so hopefully in the future we can have can finish a whole painting together, or at least in two segments. Maybe I pick up a bit more raw umber, mix it with that white, some more highlight, some texture for this post. And the runners. I think it adds some value to the painting. I'm gonna bring in some black, use it as dark just to exaggerate this dark tone on this side of the fence. Here we go, not too shabby. Could be better, could be worse. Let me pick up some of that black, some white. We can fix these trees as well, since we already in this area of the painting. Add a bit more highlight and texture for these trees as well. Welcome if you just joined. And my name is Bobby. I work with acrylic paint. I mainly do landscape paintings. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but I like to mention that a few times during the live because new people come and join. And make sure you visit my channel. You can find full-length tutorials, videos, demos, art lessons, whatever you want to call them, on the channel. Earlier, I showed some of my work that is on the channel. And maybe before we wrap up this video, this live, I can show you some of the videos that are available on the channel. So for these trees, I'm just gonna go ahead and use dry brush technique. Just run my brush over the tree. The paint is gonna break. The canvas, the roughness of the canvas will make the paint break, and you can create texture. And you want to keep that dark. That dark is your friend. And feel free to interrupt me, ask me any question if you want. I mean, you don't have to hesitate. Bring in some more black. So I'm painting these trees like in grayish, gray tone. But really you can use any color works with this landscape. You have to make sure the color harmony is there, color composition. A bit more black for the shadow side. It's amazing how you can show light by bringing dark. I know it doesn't make sense to some, but without the dark, really, you can show the light. And of course, it's not an acrylic painting if you don't use your fingers. And just some soften a few hard edges here and there. If you just joined, my name is Bobby. I'm an acrylic artist and I do mainly landscape paintings. Welcome to my first live. Hopefully not the last. Drop any questions, any comments, and let me know where you're watching from. I hope the visual is okay. Do we have sound even? If someone, you guys can hear me, right? I hope you do. So maybe someone lives in there. Maybe some wildlife. Leave that cavity over there. So we're gonna go ahead, make it a bit darker. You can use black straight out of the tube. Some artists don't like that, but some recommend that you should make your own dark. I am not afraid. This is a straight from tube. And just blend it in, just soften some of the hard edges. Create some mystery for the viewer. It's always good with a painting. What's happening inside this cavity? This paint is dry. Okay, that's the beauty of acrylic. I can go ahead and make this area a bit darker. Let's go ahead. You do the same for this tree, and we can wrap up this live. We've been live for 32 minutes. Not bad for the first live. And I can show you, if you like to stick around at the end of the live, I can show you some of the painting that is available on the channel. Of course, you can go ahead, see it for yourself, but I have them right here. If you have any questions, you can shoot me the questions. As you see here, I'm just running my brush over the dark of the tree, and the paint will break because I don't have a lot of paint on the brush. So it's really a dry brush technique, and it creates some texture. Let me get you closer so you can see. Move this away from here. So as I move my brush over the tree, it would break, as you see. I hope you can appreciate that. And then it creates illusion of texture on the tree bark. And I'm going to come in with some black and just drop in the shadow side. And then get the excess paint off of my brush. Sorry about the zooming in and out. And just run over that transition area. Blend that together. And I'm working with acrylic, by the way. I'm working with acrylic paint, and if some of you guys are interested in some of these techniques and you want to watch it at your own pace, you can visit my channel. I have a lot of videos, and I have listed a couple of other channels on my channel, that I follow, artists that I follow. You could also make a subscription to their channel if you haven't already, you don't know them, they're new to you, or you're new to them. It's all good. We have to support each other. And a bit more dark. Just like that. Soften some of those hard edges. Not bad. Sorry about the background noise, if you can hear that. It won't last long. So let me give you a bit more pan out view of the painting. So this is a painting sunset. This painting is on the channel, the full tutorial. Actually, it was an old painting that I transformed into this. You can see the before and after. And this is what we did today. I just added a rail fence and I work on those trees. And some new people have joined. Welcome. Welcome to my live. My name is Bobby. I'm an acrylic artist and I do mainly landscapes. And this is my first live, hopefully not the last. All right, so before we go ahead and sign off, it's been like about 40 minutes. Let me show you some of the paintings that are on the channel. If you like to, you know, go ahead and watch those videos. If you're interested in lighthouse painting, let me pan out a bit. And this is a painting that I did extensive demo on the clouds and soft clouds in acrylic, a lighthouse. That's on the channel. You might have seen this if you've been here since the beginning of the live. I apologize if I'm doing it over, but this is another painting, monochromatic. You basically purple and black and white. It's also available on the channel. You can go ahead and watch it. And what else? And this one is also available on the channel. And this is also kind of monochromatic. It's raw umber for the cabin and mainly purple and white for the rest of the painting. Again, it's available. Full tutorial is available on the channel. You can go ahead and watch it. I believe is called Cabin by the Mountain, something like that. And these are all acrylics. I will try to have more live videos, and I will try to have a regular schedule, so you guys can, anybody who's interested in, in these lives, when I go, oopsie, you will know when I go live, and you can join the live. I will probably post something on the community tab of YouTube, my channel. So that's about it for now. And I have another painting. Since you guys are here, let me show you another painting that I will work on for the next live. If you're interested, I will post something. If you hit that bell or subscribe, and so you will be not notified of the next live. Let me show you my project for the next live. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So this is a painting that I'm working on right now. And we're gonna go ahead and finish this painting on the live together. I have to paint a couple of trees here, impression of snow, some impression of snow here, fine tune some of these rocks and stuff like that. So I think it would be nice to finish this together on the live. And while I do that, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and shoot me. So this is a project for the next live, and hopefully one day when we have regular lives and stuff like that, we can do something like this in 2 or 3 sessions, because the thing is, I like to add details to my painting and I like to take my time. So I can't do something like this in like 40 minutes. That's the 30 minutes, 40 minutes. That's about the attention span of most people these days. So also have this painting on the channel. Oops. If you like, you can go ahead. Again, you can find this on the channel. Full tutorial for the mountain, the sky, distant trees. These trees over here. It's on the channel, and you can go ahead and watch it if you want. And as I mentioned earlier in the live, if you really watching a rerun of these lives, I really recommend, going to the playlist and watch the videos that are edited, are concise, are made for you to save time, and you can only see paintings. You don't see me cleaning my brush or cleaning my palette. You only see painting being done. I'm not saying don't watch the live as a rerun, but those videos are available. Anyways, thank you for joining this live. It's been 42 minutes. Not bad for the first live. And I hopefully can see you guys again soon. And hopefully you can stop by. All right. And I'm not sure if Lisa is still here, but if you watch it, if you watch this, Lisa, as a rerun, thank you for being here. Thank you for your comment. Now, how do we... We are still running. We have to find out how we can end the live. All right. Maybe some close up for you as well while I try to figure this out.